Hello, it's day 2 of Embedded World and afternoon is slowly turning to evening, and I'm speaking with Ian Saturley, Senior Manager of Strategic Marketing of the USB and Networking Group at Microchip. Ian, thanks for joining us.
Good afternoon.
So to get things started, can you describe the evolution of PCIe technology at Microchip and its significance in today's computing and storage ecosystem?
Absolutely, I'm happy to explain that. Extremely relevant to the show that we're at right now, Embedded World 2024, where we have the industrial heartlands of Europe all congregating in Nuremberg this week to look at technology such as this. In this instance, we've pivoted technology from other spaces into the industrial markets and automotive. We look to our compute platforms, we look towards enterprise and data center, where that technology is now needed in the industrial space.
Okay, and given the variety of applications for PCIe technology, from data centers to industrial systems, how does Microchip tailor its solutions to meet the diverse needs?
Okay, well, Microchip has a unique outlook and capability within the industrial markets, having participated in them for so long and so many years. So we can look back into our history, we can wind the clock back, and we can look towards things like Super I/O controllers that we wouldn't really talk about now, but they certainly existed 20 years ago, 25 years ago. We still need those traditional interfaces. We've delivered them very well for many, many years, but now the abstraction is via a PCIe root complex into PCIe endpoints. And that's what we're delivering today with a family of 5 new devices we've released. So we're taking technology that we've had to deliver for many years, we've brought it to the most recent standards and have abstracted it in a way convenient to our customers.
Okay, excellent. Could you discuss the advancements Microchip is making towards PCIe 4.0 and beyond, particularly in terms of throughput and efficiency?
Okay. Well, absolutely. So here it's worth reminding ourselves of the separation between PCIe standards and PCIe link speeds. So quite often in the industrial space, we find that we need pieces of the standard from more recent standard iterations, low power substate support, for example, PTM support, and they come in the moderately recent PCIe generations, and we test towards those. However, our link speeds don't always need to be at that rate, and there's generally a benefit in having a slower link speed for thermals and similar in the industrial space. So what you'll find is that we blend the things from the specification that make sense for these markets, and we've participated in these markets for long enough. We're close enough to those customers to know what's really important to them, and we leverage that within the silicon that we generate.
Okay, well, what can you provide in terms of insights on how Microchip ensures its products comply with the latest PCIe standards and perform optimally in interoperability testing?
Okay, very important within the industrial space. Quite often in these markets, our customers don't have the luxury of standard test suites and similar. So we have to take it upon ourselves to make sure that what we generate as a piece of silicon and then go on to maintain for many, many years is compliant and it works. And when it links with things that aren't so compliant, it still works and doesn't generate drama. So we do a lot of work in that area around interoperability. We've got a history of doing that with networking, with USB, with PCI SIG as well. So we like to link with as many different things as we can to prove that these things work. Especially important in today's markets where we see things like USB moving to 10 gig, 3.2 Gen 2. We support that. We see networking moving to 2.5 and beyond with PTM, with PTP. We support that as well. And we're very confident with it because we expose it to this level of interoperability testing. It's a continued area where we make investments.
Okay, moving on to challenges of power efficiency and thermal management. How is Microchip addressing these in PCIe solutions?
Okay. Well, specifically in that case, if we look at what our customers are trying to achieve, they talk about having a much smaller thermal envelope and a much smaller industrial design for the finished product. That means that they don't have the luxury of forced air. They've got to just make things work with limited thermal capabilities. We've translated that at system level and at packaging level within the silicon we've generated. So you'll find some quite novel packaging choices that we've gone with to reduce thermal resistance between us and the surrounding area. That works really well for us and our customers. We've also implemented parts of things like the PCIe specification for low power substates. So if we can save some power when the link's not required, we pass that saving on to the customer as well. Now that's translated to our customers being able to generate some best-in-class IPC and PLC solutions that fit within the confines of a very small environment on a DIN rail. because they do not have masses of thermal output. We're really pleased with that.
Oh, excellent. Well, can you share a few case studies where Microchip's PCIe solutions have enabled innovative applications or solved complex challenges for your customers?
Okay, absolutely. Well, let me give you a couple of examples. The first would be far-reaching in terms of industrial PC, IPC. A big space for us with a high level of integration within these PCIe switch devices with endpoints. I'm showing one here right now which focuses on 5G and M.2 enablement. Separate to that, we have a part that works very well in IPC platforms. It's integrating as many as 5 different functions into one chip, very high level of integration. And that's enabled our customers to get to these much smaller form factors. Our customers were able to go off, have freedom to choose system on modules to deliver compute. They don't have the peripherals that are needed, which is okay, we provide those via our PCIe endpoints. Beyond that, into applications such as 5G that we have here, will enable customers, our customers, the freedom to choose from numerous different sources with their 5G radios by fully populating an M.2 connector with all the required signals from just a PCIe link. So that's USB, it's GPIO, it's serial, it's PCIe, and all the other signals that are required. So our customers have freedom to choice. And that's all through the integration that we've delivered.
Excellent. Well, what are the latest developments in Microchip's PCIe peripheral solutions that customers and indeed partners should be excited about?
Well, I would say it's the summation of all of these features within one device, the level of integration, the fact that you can get it so easily from a globally recognized brand, the fact that it's tested as well as it is, and it's supported on so many different operating systems. It's removing drama from an area that our customers were concerned about a few years ago. I'm really pleased we've executed to plan and we've delivered what we set about doing. And here we are at Embedded World showing it.
Here we are at Embedded World, and here we are at the DigiKey booth. Maybe you can tell us a bit more about how DigiKey and Microchip work together to deliver for your customers.
Okay, well, as you see here, we're on the DigiKey booth. We're very close. It's an enablement vehicle for us. When we launch a piece of silicon such as this and all its support components, it gives us global reach. Our customers are able to get access to the tangibles really, really quickly through these partnerships. Everything is flippant to say is available next day, but it pretty much is. And that's only available through these kind of vehicles. Very important to us.
Excellent. And lastly, where can people find out more about your PCIe peripheral solutions?
Okay, well, quite straightforward. Everything we've talked about here is released. I would direct customers and any interest to our product web pages. You can find those at microchip.com. In addition to that, we're also present at the show. We're in Hall 3A. So if you're watching this and you happen to be in Nuremberg right now, Hall 3A, 153, there's a few of us over there and you can see this as well. I'd also invite people to join us on our social channels. You'll see a lot of information being passed forward there also.
Excellent. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining us, Ian.
Awesome. Thank you.